Hi guys, this is Matt and Ben with another gaming video, this time looking at Dark Souls 2. Ben,
Hello.
Do you like Dark Souls?
I played a bit of it, the first one. I didn't really get far. It wasn't for me.
Okay, but I love Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I think Dark Souls is one of those Marmite franchises. We gave it our I think one of our highest accolades by giving it the game of the generation.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was a very seminal game, it was a very challenging and interesting game. And so yeah, here we are with the following up, which is out now on Xbox 360 and PS3, and very soon on PC. I think sometime in April.
Yeah.
So to be honest, like the thing with Dark Souls 2 is it's very much more Dark Souls. That is the brunt of it. It's still just as challenging. It's still just as kind of devilish and deviant in the way it kind of sets enemies upon you. But there are some little sort of changes and tweaks that kind of make things quite different. So I don't know if you've followed much about Dark Souls 2 since the announcement.
Not particularly, but I'll be interested to learn more about it.
Basically, there was kind of like some rumours. I'm about to get hammered by this guy, so I'm going to roll away. It was kind of like rumoured, there's reports at the start saying that the game would be easier.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
And that is kind of true in the sense that it's easier to get into, but not necessarily easier to play. So at the very start of the game, which this is maybe about half an hour in where we're playing the game proper, it kind of like really hammers down like the essentials of the game. So like you need to collect and farm souls to upgrade your adventure here. The way sort of if you die before reach the next bonfire, you lose those souls into the next turn. And it's like a very sort of tutorialized section where it's literally like a corridor with gates off to the side. So that's kind of a good idea for new players because this is obviously a very challenging game. So in terms of like, I think technically it's a much better game. So visually it does look a lot nicer. The frame rate's better. It's still a little bit chuggy. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
And it also just feels a little bit more fluid. Like your character is a bit easier to move. So to give you some update on how this is a sequel to the original Dark Souls, this area, this world is, I think, loosely connected to Lord Ram, but it's not really explained how specifically. Oh God, everyone is following me. So we get through this fog gate. Oh God, oh God, this is going terribly wrong. No, okay, we're gonna try and, basically what I want to do in this playthrough is show you the first boss of the game. So we'll quickly get back to that point. The other main thing, and again, these are little things that kind of like, they're not all back-of-the-box features, but they're little things that do impact gameplay quite a bit. So once you are hollowed, if you watch the start of this video towards what it is now, I've been hollowed, and every time you die, your health goes down permanently. Right. So if you look at the top bar when it's loaded back up, you'll see that it's been reduced. Another thing is when you are hollowed, and again, just to explain what hollowed means, is that once you die, you're in a hollowed state, but you can return to being human. Once you're human, in the original Dark Souls, you could have players invade your game, so there's like a multiplayer element. Yeah. In this, when you're hollowed, players can invade your game, so at any time that can happen. So I thought, again, in Dark Souls fashion, I thought anything could happen, so we're actually playing this offline to prevent that happening. Otherwise, it's really more of the same. It's, again, like it's more accessible to get into, so any qualms about if you found it a little bit hard to kind of understand the various mechanics at play, that's all there. Like the combat, as you can see, is still the same, still just as devilish if you are reckless. Like I've tried to skip through these areas, and in certain circumstances that works well, but obviously in others, as shown on this video, it's punished me quite significantly. So are you going to try Dark Souls 2 now?
I will at some point, like not immediately. Maybe I'll wait to see, wait for people to kind of talk about it, discuss it, and then rather than going in like completely cold. Yeah,
that makes sense. And I think a big part of Dark Souls is that like there is a big community element in terms of working out all the items. So I think for players just jumping in day one, it's going to be a little bit daunting trying to learn what all the items do, where all the secrets are. Yeah. So maybe, I don't know, if you're the sort of player who wants to check through and make sure they've got everything at any possible turn, then that's a good idea as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave me to die at the hands of these guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.